Friday nights at 9 p.m., it's time to sit back, relax, and play Conspiracy Bingo with Echoplex Media. We've curated the best conspiracy theorists the internet has to offer and turned it into a live bingo game you can play for free with absolutely no prizes but bragging rights. You won't find a live stream like this anywhere else, and that's probably better for everyone else's mental health. Tune in every Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific at twitch.tv/EchoplexMedia and find our full schedule at echoplexmedia.com.
At some point, we are going to have to do a whole show about how good this show sounds.
Riveting Radio on Echoplex Media, live.
Shakes as the bass creates a space where your past is discarded. A pretty thing like you should never look so blue. Come on, the night's just started. 150 people in this house, but if you follow me, I'll get you the best seats. 150 people in this house.
That's right. Tonight it's you, me, and whoever else is listening, and producer Dave. And I don't know. I had something in mind and it didn't work out. Anyways,
I'm producer Dave. You can find me on Grindr.
And I'm Chip DeVille, and we're doing a back-to-back local love kind of night because we're just loving this new studio. And we've got a special guest here. What's up, man? How you doing? Introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? This is Devin from Sweet HayaH.
Man.
Thank you so much for having me on here.
Dude, stoked to have you, dude.
Love the new setup, guys. I love the new vibe.
Yeah. I love the fact that we got like the peanut gallery back, you know? I mean, like we've all matured since the studio originally started. So now it's like the peanut gallery will actually like applaud for the musicians.
You're just like, they'll do what I say and I love it.
They'll do what I say.
You're feeling it. That's why.
So,
man,
our special guest, introduce yourself.
Well, I am Devin. I am from Sweet HayaH, and I'm super stoked to be here. Aaron is here. He's not on the show, but he's here for moral support.
Good old Mr. Meat
He's watching the show in a different way than he watches the show literally every night.
He gets
he gets it in 3D, and he's not wearing an Oculus.
That's impressive. What other kind of experiences do you offer?
Oh, nothing that I can talk about on Twitch. So you guys been grinding, really? Been
bumping.
Yeah,
bumping
we're still grinding. We're really sad that Aaron's not on the band anymore. I know you guys talked about that before, but I'm not over it. But yeah, we got Austin filling in, and he's like learned every song, and from front to back, like 3 hours worth of set. Aaron worked really closely with him to help that whole transition, and we recorded some songs that Aaron had wrote with us before Austin was in the band. So
cool.
Aaron's input, even though he's not on the recording, is very much in the music still.
That's cool.
So
For
Chip holding it together is like chaos in the studio.
I'm trying, man. I'm fucking trying. But you guys have also how's it been after the pandemic? Kind of like coming back, playing shows again, and getting back into the swing of things? Because you guys definitely hit the ground running, from what I can see.
Yeah, it was it was a little hard at first. Everyone did the round of COVID, of course. So the schedule was a little bit off for a while, but
ooh, thank you for putting it down for us for 420. By the way, that set you guys did for us for the 420 party we had, where everybody was like, "Well, the band can be together, but no one else can."
Yeah,
thank you so much for that.
Yeah, we're always grateful to be here, and yeah, dude, it's just trying to make it through. Like we did a bunch of those, online streams.
Not ideal.
Not ideal. I don't know if Nihal told you about this, but we did an Inception stream.
Oh, we saw all that. We were, because I was on that first sofa was going on, and so that was one of the coolest ideas I saw that wasn't my own, and I was impressed.
It was foolish, but we did it anyway. If anyone's internet connection went out and you're like, what happened? You just kind of have to be confident that you just know the song and hopefully the pace that it's supposed to be at.
Just play through it.
Oh yeah. You couldn't hear everybody else, but yeah, we're trying to keep it together, trying to keep the train rolling. Kosuke had just had a kid, so that was big, and half the band got married during the pandemic. So that's been it's been busy, but yeah, it's been great. It's been really, really fun, and you just appreciate everything a little bit more after everything that happened.
I'm real glad to have you on, because I think the last couple times we had you on, you were here with the whole band, and when we interview a band with a charismatic figure like HayaH, we're probably talking mostly to HayaH, and we're kind of glad to have you on and talk about a little bit more about your experience with the band and stuff.
Oh yeah, thank you. I mean, I talk to Nihal too. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, why, if Nihal's in the room, why wouldn't you talk to her?
She's great. She's this force for good, I swear, ever since I met her. So, but yeah, thanks for hearing me. It's fun to be here, fun to talk. Just shooting the breeze or whatever.
Well, I mean, you're here to talk about something specific.
Yeah.
I mean, we would have let you come over to shoot the breeze. Don't get me wrong, but you are here to talk about something specific.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Well, before we get into that something specific, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a sweet HayaH throwback first. This is yourself.
We were having so much fun. The fucking host of this show just interrupted us.
I know. We can't just give it all to him at once. We got to give him. You got to give him a little taste. Let him get high, and then they come back and they're like, "Shit, I want more." So this is some sweet HayaH. Get high on yourself.
Smart man.
That's Friday morning. I run into you. You said, baby,
That was Sweet HayaH yourself. Had to get everybody all pumped up. Now we can start talking about our special news.
Special news.
Devin is pregnant.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Well,
we weren't gonna tell anyone.
dude, not on the air.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misread the text.
Oh,
It's a sweet high outlet.
yes.
That he'll be having.
Yeah.
There you go. Here you go, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Beautiful.
That stuff is dangerous, Chip.
No, I didn't pour. I didn't pour it dangerous.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I
man.
do.
Yeah. So, if I may, I would love to talk about the single.
I would
Oh
love
yeah, we've been rocking it a little bit, and people around here have been pretty fucking happy with it. I like it because it's like a lot of the music from Sweet HayaH previously has been like party music, and this one is like it was. And Nehal had mentioned, I think the last time she was on, that she was gonna start talking a little bit more about the world in the music, and the song is about the world around us.
Oh yeah.
I'm not really a big lyrics person, but I caught a couple things here and there, and I'm like, oh, I got to listen to this song again. Actually, this is
That's awesome. Yeah. It was like one of those most organic, just came about type of songs, during the pandemic when we were still practicing in the backyard. We had some cool neighbors, so they allowed us to practice in the backyard.
I had cool neighbors too. I know the feeling.
Yeah. I mean, they clapped. It was awesome.
Oh, well, I mean,
I don't think
all that's telling you is that they listened.
Well,
if they
true.
clap, that just means they listened, sir.
Yeah, that could be the case. Yeah, we were getting ready for one of those online stream songs, and then we were just or stream shows, and I just kind of started playing a guitar thing. Kosuke came in, Aaron came in with the bass, Nihal just started laying down the lyrics, and it was like almost instantaneously, like the song had already been written, and we just vibed off of each other, and then yeah, that's how that song came to be. Just in between takes where Aaron's trying to set up the camera, that's how it started, and then yeah. It's a very organic song for us. Like going into the studio, I was like, oh man, I just don't know what to do. I just, just came about the songs. You just think about like a little overdubs or little things to kind of beef it up when you just kind of listen to it, little earworms, but it's just so organic. So I just loved it.
So you said a few things that were a little bit producer minded. Do you? Because we've been talking about this a little bit. Like one of the silver linings of the pandemic has been that a lot of musicians, players, basically bass players, guitar players, key players, a lot of those people have ended up becoming more producer minded, because if there wasn't a producer in your band, the band had to either get together and figure out how to do a live stream and not make it sound like, a lot of people's live streams sound at the beginning of the pandemic. But do you think, were you previously thinking like producer minded before, do you think like your experience streaming has made you like more producer minded?
Well, a lot of the streaming and that setup mainly came from Aaron, his determination to no, this is going to sound better than it can.
Oh, too cool for school. I'm not coming on the podcast, Aaron.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about him a lot because we lived together, we played forever together, and even the song that we released, today, we also
he's
wrote.
in the chat too.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
doing
everywhere.
his thing,
I'm everywhere.
so-
He's probably even on camera in some sort of way.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Creeping.
Actually,
Creeping.
So
Somebody else should co-host. I'm ruining this show.
well, okay, so like for Aaron, he got all that stuff, and we did a lot of trial and error, different things. We all invested some stimulus money into streaming, so thank you very much. But I really started thinking about the different production, because I started taking online like Coursera classes for like music production and songwriting and different things, and also my experience with the producer Todd we worked on the last couple of recordings.
Is that from Tone Freak? Is that right?
Tone Freak is Steve, Stephen Glaze. He's amazing. He will tell you his honest opinion, and that's
I have a not invented here syndrome, so I actually don't know any producers or engineers other than myself.
Well, it's cool. I mean, just Todd Jeremiah. He worked with us, and we didn't work with him from this time, but I felt like I had learned a lot of lessons along the way just by working with him and something outside the box to try and achieve. As a band that mainly we have one guitar, that's me right now, and you want to make it sound full, but not make it sound empty when you're the only, guitar doing it, the live experience. Like you don't want to have it overproduced. So just try to think about that, but make this music move in the recording when you listen to it on headphones, whether it's like you hear the kind of stab on one side and then the other thing on another side.
But clearly not all the way on, but like a little bit of, that's like when I was producing music, there was a couple things that changed everything. One was figuring out like how to automate some of the stuff. And the other thing was, once I did that, figuring out like automating the pan a little bit on like what's going on, making the hi-hats go back and forth just a little bit.
Yeah.
So that if somebody's listening on a mono speaker, it's going to sound fine. But if somebody's like wearing a nice pair of headphones or whatever, you're gonna end up with this full sound that it sounds like bigger, kind of not bigger like tall, but bigger wide.
Yes, yeah, it's the experience. Like I know if I listen to Throwback, Jimi Hendrix all along the Watchtower, you hear the going from one side to another.
And that was revolutionary in that time too. They're like, why? How did you do that with two speakers?
Yeah, but it still blows my mind. It's 2022. It's amazing. But I really want to get into more of those little engineering mixing things that you spoke of. I guess the angle that I come from is my experience in playing it and just not the little nuances, but I guess like parts of the song in a way, like in a more musical aspect rather than like the technicality of balance and that type of movement outside of the performance side of the music. But I would love to get into that.
Have you taken more of an involved stance as far as like with the production process as well, or are you guys like there in the studio for when it's getting mixed down and everything like that? Or
yes, myself and Nihal and Austin, we were definitely in the studio. We talked about things. We also had a thread about different mixes and what we thought of, like we can cut back, what's too much, even performance. And going into it, we try to like, we always had that party mentality. It's like, I just love to do this, I love to do this is my part. But we were kind of going for the intent of the message of the song and the feel of that message in a way. So it was a little bit different approach, but I'm glad that Dave said you heard some things and he had to go back and listen to it because
I like dance music, right? And like the Sweet HayaH, a lot of the tracks are dance tracks.
Yeah.
Like they're a band instead of a DJ or instead of a guy on a computer or gal on a computer or whatever, but it's like dance music. And this one, there's a couple that aren't, and those are, I think, my favorite Sweet HayaH tracks, even though like I love dance music and that's so weird, right? Like Gentle Lies and then Can't Get Comfortable are probably my two favorite Sweet HayaH tracks. And that's so weird, right? Because I'm just like, you'd think the tracks that are like at around 120 or 125 beats a minute with like a 4 on the floor beat, and you'd think that those would be my favorite, but they're not. And I think it's because that was what I was introduced to from Sweet HayaH, and then I think that like hearing that other style, that other like aspect of the band was like super interesting to me as somebody who especially doesn't listen to that kind of music. But then I love you guys, so I'm like, well, I'm going to let that go. And I'm like, oh, this is actually a fabulous song.
It's like, I'm not just biased. I mean, I am, but I'm not just biased.
I'm biased in a very complicated way. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey man, no matter what it is, if you feel it, like you feel it. And I thank you for telling me that. That's amazing. I don't have a lot of people tell me that what their specific favorite song is, and kind of why. So, that's awesome.
The first one I really liked was Yourself, but I felt like she was talking to me.
Dave, you're a narcissist, okay?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and play it. Is there anything else you want to say before we get that rolling?
Just enjoy and feel the vibe.
All right. Pour yourself a drink. because you can't get comfortable.
You just told everyone to pour themselves a drink because I poured you like the best drink you've ever had.
That's true.
That could be the way we dive into the waters I see. If that could be the way we have enough for humanity, we surely deserve to breathe the air I know that we need. Let's not try to be less inspired when we cannot sleep. I can't get comfortable. I see it. I can't get comfortable. I see it. If my skin color hurts your eyes, then won't you please look away? If my curls rub you the wrong way, then I urge you to look at yourself. No, I ain't got the time to educate you now. No, I ain't got the time, 'cause I've spent my life living your life. I can't get comfortable. I see it. 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 Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, no, no, no. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, no, no, no. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, no, no, no. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, no, 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 no. Now if you walk outside that door with your mind at ease, just know there's a billion people out there fighting for free. So you might want to ask yourself if there's a form of communication that you'd like to gain to redeem those who are gone. I can't get comfortable. I see it. I can't get comfortable. I see it. I can't get comfortable. I see it. I can't get comfortable. I see it.
Can't get comfortable. Sweet HayaH.
So real quick, thank you, Rob Block's Bed Worse YAT and Kevin Dread 65 for the follows. Appreciate that.
Hey.
And now back to the show.
Hey, thank you for following. It is appreciated. So that was Can't Get Comfortable by Sweet HayaH. I definitely see what you mean, where it's like a little bit different, like a little bit, it's still like within that same Sweet HayaH wheelhouse, but it's a little bit on like the slower side. And I also like that, like a lot of the backtracking voices. So did you have like the band kind of cheer along for that part, the very end?
So that's me and Austin doing working on our harmonies and
Okay.
the chant. The chant was Nihel's idea.
It sounds great. I have headphones on, so I'm fucking like loving it.
It's hard to find the right person to harmonize, but instantly, right when me and Austin tried, we're like, oh, our voices kind of matched.
Nice.
So, yeah, it was just that chant, that energy that Hale wanted to kind of bring, and that's how we captured that performance with got into Stephen Glaze.
Man, that's awesome. So then, if you're releasing singles right now, is it safe to assume that there's maybe a new album around the corner or anything coming up?
So we have recorded a couple more songs that we were going to be working on the mixes and release, throughout the next few months. So there'll be another type of, soul type of like old school vibe. And then you got just a dance party song coming.
Cool.
So I don't want to give too much away, but that's the vibes that are coming down the road.
For sure. Well, as a band, and maybe I don't know if you're allowed to speak for the whole band or not, but outside of
if you won't speak for the whole band, you're not invited back.
But as far, other than the Echoplex Media 24-hour radio stream, which you can find at echoplex.media.com/radio, what is your guys' favorite like streaming service to be streaming your music from right now?
Streaming,
like, are you guys more Bandcamp people, or are you like Spotify, or I don't know, like what have you guys enjoyed the most? What have you seen the most feedback from so far?
Well, so far, we got I don't know, it's kind of across so many different platforms, but I mainly watch like the Bandcamp, which has been great. Our website, which is where we can get it directly to you, but if you prefer the streaming, Spotify and Apple Music, it's been fun because I kind of take care of some of that stuff through the distribution online. So those couple platforms have actually been the easiest to put the music on and kind of make changes and promote.
That's cool. Man, I don't know. I'm still kind of blown away at even just like 10 years ago, like getting onto a streaming platform would have been like pulling teeth. And now it's definitely getting a bit more accessible, I would say, for like
I was streaming myself DJing 15 years ago.
Well, I'm talking like on streaming services and stuff.
Okay.
Not doing like live web streams. We've been doing that for a long time. But that's real cool. Well, you got any shows coming up soon?
So we do have we just found out this one show. I just found out yesterday. It's going to be a very different show for Sweet HayaH. It's Nihal, me on acoustic guitar, and Kosuke on percussion. And we're going to be playing the 30th at the Beer Garden at the Saratoga Mount Winery.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So it's going to be cool. We're not the main act there, but
you're the main act of the Beer Garden.
That's
right.
what's
important.
That is right. But if you want to come see us or Pat Benatar, you can come to the
Pat Benatar's playing?
Yes, I just found out. I'm super stoked.
That's you're like, this is called We're Playing with Pat Benatar.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, you're putting that on the resume as we opened for Pat Benatar. And it doesn't matter if we opened for Pat Benatar across.
No, we played with Pat Benatar.
Fuck yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, we go way back.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, but I just found out, so I'm super stoked. Nihal was like, "Oh, next time I see you, remind me to tell you something." And I saw her really quick. She's like, "Oh, by the way," I was like, "Oh, that's pretty dope." So
there's gonna be a lot of people there.
I'm really excited and a little nervous at the same time. Like, I don't have a bass man, like I always have a bass man.
Aaron needs to just play bass on the keyboard or something.
So you'll be fine.
We will. I just miss my bass man.
It'll be fabulous.
Yeah. So that's our next thing. We don't have anything else currently booked until our holiday party that we do, but that's not till December.
Is that the one that at Art Boutique?
Yeah,
yes,
I'm already at that one.
It's like a tradition.
Unless
like,
I've been arrested or abducted by aliens or something, I'm already at that party.
Yeah, at this point, it's just a tradition for me. I love it. every year. I look forward to it.
It's where all the friends come.
Dude, it is. It's like, it's seriously, and it's great. Like I try to get all my friends with like even kids to come, because you can bring your kids to fucking Art Boutique.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd still get a babysitter if I had them, but you know, like to each their own. That's why I don't have them.
Right. Like what we're saying is you could bring your kids, but it might be a good night for you and your partner to go out without the kids.
Yeah.
Grab dinner before, maybe go to the van after.
Get some.
Ooh, yeah.
What do you guys like? What's like the typical like Sweet HayaH after show ritual? Do you guys like go out and after party as a band, or are you guys just like, all right, cool, see you at practice, like, good night?
Oh well, I guess it depends on the evening. I mean, we had a lot of nights where me, Josh, and Aaron were living together. You know, we go back to the house and we do our thing, and you know, you're welcome to come by. But
I was never invited to a Sweet HayaH after party.
What? Well, they weren't after parties for show. We just be getting high, you know.
I mean, that's an after party.
Yeah.
So the first time I met all of you, I don't know if you remember this. You played at Little Lou's Barbecue in Campbell, and my apartment was right behind it. And I don't know if you came, but I know Nahal, Josh came. Maybe Aaron came.
I know I've been to your house. I don't know if that was the evening, but
I think, but that was when I met all of you. My roommate James at the time was like, "You have to check out this band at Little Lou's Barbecue." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, dude." And he was like, "No, dude, I'll buy you 2 beers." And I'm like, 2 beers? I'm like, "Okay, I'll go to Little Lou's Barbecue." And then your band was awesome, and I was like, "Okay, you were right, but you still owe me a beer," because he bought me. But then I was buying my own the rest of the night.
Oh man!
But then he came through. And he's like, "Hey, I'm going to invite the band over." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, they're going to come over." And the fucking band came over. It was pretty crazy. People even listened to me DJ and didn't leave. It was fantastic. That was how I met some or all of the band.
Nice.
I know I met Josh that night because that guy's so funny. And I barely know that guy and I miss him so much.
Oh, man. I saw him the other day. He's he's a homie. I do miss him. That was when he left. I was like, man, he's like my singing partner. You know, me and him did the harmonies together, the oohs and the ahs.
Oh, nice.
The oohs and the ahs.
I love how nostalgic you are, dude. Like I just gotta say, like I appreciate
like
that.
when your band is Sweet HayaH, you can pick any 6-month period and refer to it as the golden age of Sweet HayaH. It's just like it just like depends who you're talking to and what you're talking about and what you've experienced together, you know?
I mean, how long has the project been around now? Because I've got recordings from you at least back from like 2017 or if not like further back.
Yes. So actually it was our 11-year anniversary the other day.
Fuck me.
When myself, Aaron, and Josh met Nihal, and we had our first show. It just randomly happened at the Cupertino Brit on 420, you know, and then we had our first show on the 5th of August.
I'm gonna fucking cry on stream. I'm gonna cry like one of the cats around here that doesn't even talk to me died. That's the kind of cry. I'm an ugly cry. I think I've heard this story a couple of times. It's a meet cute, but for a band.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of
Yeah, that was it, man. And then so Nihal asked me, like, you know, you've heard it before, but she asked me to place a show with her, and you know, there's been a lot of changes, but you know, still 11 years later, me and her are still going since we first got together.
Like, a lot of people don't even keep their friends for 8 years, but keeping your friend and bandmate for 8 years or 11 years, I'm sorry. Not even 8 years, but being in a band for 11 years is hard. It's like hard, like being in a marriage for 11 years.
That is like being in a marriage pretty much, really. I mean, like you see each other at like high and low points, your best and your worst, you know, like your angriest and your happiest, you know?
Well, like in a band, or even like me and the Media Wench are a band, sort of. You don't bring your shit to work, but if you got your shit and the people are and you're like you got a minute with them, you talk to them about your shit. It's you know you got to find that balance. Like I'm not going to give you my shit on the show. Actually, I'd like to complain about several things in my life right now. No, I'm just
Well, yeah, it is like being in a relationship, but you make plans together. You have to plan your time off, and then
you expect them to be on time.
Yes, Aaron was always on time.
Aaron seems like the kind of, if I'm not 5 minutes early, I'm late guy.
Yeah, That is 100% him.
I love dedicated musicians like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm often running late, but like there's a few things that I will definitely not.
You know what
be
you'll
late
do
for.
though, Chip? I got to tell you, if you're running late, you'll tell people that you're running late, and then you're not even running late anymore. You've just changed your arrival time.
That is appreciated. That is appreciated in a band space, but
Well, no, because then you get to be cool and go up to the next band and be like, hey, do you mind playing another song? Our drummer's like running 5 minutes late. And then the other band's like,
Fuck yeah,
band's
you're
like,
gonna give us more
they're
stage time?
like, yeah, of course. So they're like, I guess, depending on how many people are in the fucking venue.
yeah, but you know, we like you said, we all had like our down times where, you know, even before the COVID, like we would be sick.
You had things that made you sad before COVID?
Oh, yeah, it's crazy, right? No, but you know, someone like had a bad day or they're sick or they're not feeling well, but even at a rehearsal where it's just us there, like when we hit it and hit it right, you know, Jimi Hendrix has this quote, when the music hits, you feel no pain, or somebody said that.
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley, thank you.
But
But
okay.
yeah,
This weed's really good. It gets sometimes you mix them up.
It's but it's so
Chip's
true.
blaming us not knowing what we're talking about on his weed. Listen to him.
Yeah, so
So I gotta. Was there ever a disaster of a shit show that happened somewhere? Maybe when you were on tour and you needed everything to go right and everything didn't go right. Was there like a situation like that?
So we had this show in Davis.
You'd think that'd be cool, unless it was in August and like the power went out because it was 114.
It was in summertime. I don't think it was August, but we were playing this this bar that had a high stage, and you know there was a big fan, and just all of a sudden my pedal board just went out, and we're playing the song where there's it's like really upbeat, but there's a guitar intro, and it just cuts out.
No, there's
right?
a guitar. You're like, everybody get really close. You can hear it.
Yeah, it just cuts out, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're starting to try and get on track, and then Josh's bass pedal just fails him, and it's just was,
oh no,
it was kind of a, you know, he's trying to fix it. The seat kind of just tips over, and the top rolls, and it
Check
was
this
just.
out. I would have just had a meltdown right there. If I had a microphone, the bartender would have kicked me out over the things I would have said. Like, I will melt down here if like somebody's mic is crackling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, there was a redemption moment during the set. You know, we played, we cut our set short. Obviously, it was
the redemption moment was the next band was really good.
Yeah, we did pull it off. We played The Truth as our closer, and I had the long hair like Aaron did, but there was this giant fan, so I got to it with the guitar solo, so it was a great time. I had the 1980s moment.
You got your pedal board to turn back on too.
Well, yeah, I had to plug straight into the amp.
Oh,
you know, there was just distortion or clean. You got to make it work.
The struggle is real.
Yeah.
But, no, it's actually kind of we like to ask that question because it's interesting to like hear people talk about adversity, and my version of anything like that would have been like, oh, I had a meltdown and my band was great and I can't believe they kept me as a member of the band.
Oh man.
So what about the opposite of that, where you went into a show, you're like, you had that, you know, you got that feeling
like you're not enthusiastic about it, but you're going to do it because you're a professional,
or even that like looming feeling that there might be something, there might be some kind of disaster looming at this show. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe people don't overthink things the way that I do. But like, did you ever go into something thinking it wasn't going to go so great, and then it was just better than a show you thought was going to be good?
You know, we have those, you know, shows. All of us, we have those thoughts and those moments. I mean, sometimes they're a little bit more personal.
Yeah, that is true. It's like self-doubt. And if you're having self-doubt before the show, don't share it with the singer, right? Like, because that shit's contagious.
It's like oh man, we just did this song this like one time, and then we're gonna perform it. All right, let's go. And you're like, muscle memory. Yes, this is working. So most of the time, or sometimes like, you know, you play so many shows, you try to take care of your gear, but something comes loose and you don't expect it, or you're like, oh man, I fixed this as well as I could. I hope it holds up, whether it's like the input jack or something like there's a burr in the saddle and you're gonna snap a string. These things are real.
Oh man, if I thought any piece of equipment here was going out and I couldn't afford to replace it, I would be sad.
It's just like always time. Just trying to juggle time and make sure that you can get it done. But over time I have backups now over the years, so I feel more confident about these problems.
Someone in chat's like, we got 3 USB turntables and 3 flash drives.
Oh my God. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and play a song. Hey, if you had to choose between There Goes the Man or Away, what would you choose to play?
I would choose There Goes the Man.
There Goes the Man, Sweet HayaH. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. There Goes the Man by Sweet HayaH.
What's that? Is that song about anything? Because it's a little bit slower. It must be about something.
Well, it's about like Aaron had this idea for this bass line, and we kind of based the whole song off of it. So Since he's
Fair
here,
enough.
I put him
Since
on the
he's here.
spot about
That's
it.
right. Well, we're just gonna name check somebody without a mic as much as possible tonight.
Absolutely.
He's in the chat though. He's in the chat.
He's in the chat.
He's in
He
the
might
room,
be-
but
he
he's
might
also in
be-
the chat.
He might be on the show more than we are because the camera can see him and he's in the chat. Well, no, he's, I don't know, maybe 10% less than we are.
I don't know. I'm gonna call upon him for like co-hosting duties now that he's not in the band. I'm gonna just be like, yo, you're gonna be
Now
my-
that you're not in the band, what
gonna be
else
my
are you
occasional
doing?
drop-in
Why aren't you co? Our
All
guest is remote for local love, and you're not in a band anymore, sir.
But hey, for anybody tuned in live or anybody listening to the podcast, I do just gotta say, if you make music, if you know somebody who makes music, and you're within the greater Bay Area, and I'm talking like we're being generous with that Bay Area, we're going like, fuck it. If you're in Sacramento, we'll still play
Yes.
your shit.
Sacramento to Monterey, basically.
Yeah, I love it. I love that. So
Like if there's like a
Monterey is in a different bay, but it's still like a Bay Area, and it's connected to ours. Short commute.
you could take a bus
It's all
there for
good.
$12. It's still the
Exactly.
Bay Area.
So
I love
anybody
Monterey.
that makes music, please send in your music because everything that you hear has been sent by the artist. That's how we don't get sued. First of all, that's the most important part. But
That's very important.
but everything that you've heard, this is such a collaborative effort. Everything that you hear is turned in by the musicians themselves. And if you go to our 24-hour streaming radio at echoplexmedia.com/radio, you can go through our library. You can request songs. You can figure out who played what, and then you can go and research that band or musician even deeper and give them a follow, buy some merch, buy a fucking t-shirt. Support music. Support local music. Because
Yeah, check this out. If you're at the club and you're like, I've still got $35 left in my pocket, but I mean, I could get another drink. Think about the t-shirt that you could buy.
fuck yeah.
Think about the t-shirt because the bands, they make money on merch. They may make a little scratch off that bar. But like the bands, and if it's a DJ, just walk up and give them $7. All right, like
give me fucking money.
Just walk up and give the DJ, be like, here's $7. I know the DJ might feel a little weird accepting your $7 because they'd be like, why is somebody just walking up? If you're a DJ, actually put a crusty old fucked up guitar case in front of your DJ equipment. People are like, what? And then be like, all right, whatever, and they throw $1 in there.
You might have to start with $1 in there so they know what's going on.
Man.
Oh man, but then like somebody could take your $1 and you're like busy rocking the discotheque, and what are you gonna do?
Hey man, it's a gamble you got to take.
That's fair.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and play another track. We got one track that we didn't get a chance to play yet tonight. This is Triangle Offense by Three Headed Dragon. We're doing 2 shows in one night, and they were just in our last episode, and still fresh in our heads. This is Triangle Offense. Let's go.
There we go.
Quarantine was the best use of my time. What is it? Pull out my mental pad, begin to doodle some rhymes. Okay. A lot of people panicking and losing their mind. I'm doing everything I can to say I'm doing just fine. Some say I'm evil, and I got a big ego. I turn to look at my brothers, they laughing like we know. Fuck y'all. That's a joke if you really asking, but don't make the mistake of thinking you can fuck with a dragon. Now 3 heads that all spit flame and will give shame in your membrane. We will ingrain this shit can change. Listen. For better or worse, that's your option to choose. For us, it's only one, simply we're not gonna lose. Nope. Panicking ain't on the list of choices. I'm a fucking madman, and guess what? Right now I'm hearing voices telling me the dragon gonna burn our opponents. Fuck stressing about the future, let's just live for the moment. Yeah.
Different dope supplying gas for your generators, leaving haters burning mad in incinerators. Do yourself a favor, keep it player with behavior. I'm one to travel back in time and murk you like the Terminator. Meaning crossing me would lead you to your savior. Save me from my family, brothers do less and greater. 3-headed dragon be the death grip applicator, the shooter, the brutalizer, and the decapitator. Committed to excellence like a raider, known that push a hard line like a fader. Ain't stopping for nobody, broken elevator, except for the check cutters. Respect to our collaborators. Circle that section with the lingo no equal. Once I get the power is with the people. The sequel to the revolutions at your front door, fulfilling dreams, dying in apocalyptic warlord.
Biohazard broadcast from the quarantine. Self-isolation can't stop it, we got more to bring. Sharp bars turn your cipher to a horror scene. Matt gets you open like a shooter on a Jordan team. Steve Kerr with each word a straight swish. All action, John Paxson can't miss. Automatic. Battle tested, getting live in the trench. And my squad cold as fuck, starting 5 to the bench. The triangle offense, 3-headed, we get it. Raise the bar in our city, we don't even need credit. Invading the system just like a pathogen. Ravaging and damaging, inflicting discomfort beyond imagining. I've been busy trying to test my prospects. Detect the nonsense, respect the process. Expecting progress, the best are obsessed. The different dope dragon got next regardless. Real talk.
Three-headed dragon, triangle offense. Check out the episode before this one, and you'll get one hell of a live performance. But right now
that was the business.
Yeah,
They were great.
that was
the absolute fucking business.
dude. I got feelings when that happened. It was great. I don't get.
I
feelings
felt some
till-
kind of way too, but
Yeah. I don't get feelings a lot. Like I'm usually just like happy or sleepy, and that's about it. Those are my only feelings. But like I was like excited for that shit.
Chip's a simple man.
I am a very simple guy. But we got Devin from Sweet HayaH here with us. I got producer Dave with me. What else is going on, man? Anything else? You got any like? Do you guys ever have any
Just
like
say other
musician
things.
side projects going on?
Side projects, not right now. I mean, Aaron, he keeps trying to reel me into various different ideas.
He's a bad
themes.
influence like that. I like that.
Oh yes.
He's like, we should do a Twitch stream.
He's like, we should do a
If he
Twitch
asks you
stream,
to
and
do
then I
that,
won't
be
be
like,
on it.
I will never talk to you again. Don't bother me anymore.
Nihal's got some side projects. She's got the Grace and the Grit and Amol de Son that she does with Austin as well. Grace and the Grit are awesome. Their drummer Matt filled in for us for a couple of gigs, so it was almost the same band except for Austin was playing bass and I was playing guitar.
So like when you gotta switch out, because I've been in bands where we've had to like switch out the occasional player, or I've seen it happen for other bands. But like when you're doing that with a drummer, like are you kind of, I don't know, how does that usually work out? If you're having to switch out a drummer, like is it just more like, hey, just we're gonna trust you to follow this beat, or like do they study it up beforehand, or?
Well, yeah, we have recordings and live recordings of songs that aren't recordings, so we can kind of send them what the set list is. And if they already happen to know a cover, like we'll lean into a couple more covers for that set, just because there's more familiar ground.
Professionals.
So if they know the song and you know the song, it's just a matter of matching the feel. Okay. Like we jammed with Clay Bradley before for a gig, and just to nerd out, he subdivides like no other. Like the kind of like groove he can get into is a lot faster than some of the other drummers we typically jam with. So it's always a different feel, different experience. You even find new grooves in like some songs that way too, even in originals.
Right, because if you got to play faster, maybe you're like, oh, I'm going faster, I don't know what to do, and then you play a couple notes, and now that it's going faster, you found a new groove because there's notes that you weren't playing before. So it sounds like a different kind of way.
Yeah, it's like you're in like a different pocket. Like I guess you can describe it as like, are you on top of the beat, ahead of it, or like behind? Where are you kind of sitting in that groove? Like, what are you feeling? So playing with different drummers is always, you learn something about the songs and yourself as a musician. Like the more drummers you play with, that's kind of like a realization I've had lately. So, yeah.
Have you ever just ended up having to play without a drummer?
Yes, it is not my favorite gig.
You don't say.
Yeah, I mean, I just like to hear that beat, and in a lot of the styles that I play with, I'm always connecting with that snare, and
Oh, me too. Like I'm a DJ and I'm just like, where are the second and fourth beats? Just tell me where the fuck the second and fourth beats
Exactly.
are. I don't give a shit. No, don't look at the audience because there might be like a lot of people who don't. Certain kinds of people might not be able to clap on the second and fourth beat, so don't look at the audience for that shit. It's important.
Yes. Yeah.
Timing is not everybody's strong point. Hey, we got a hug gif. What the fuck is that again? Somebody has gone clear. Oh wait, meat cakes. Wait, what the fuck?
You know what? That's just Aaron. Aaron is now on the show as much as anybody could possibly be in the room
without being on the show.
In the room, in the chat, possibly in my shot now because we've gotten rid of the backdrop. Aaron's in my shot. That's the thing. And also making Chip stop whatever's going on to thank him for giving us money.
I started noticing now. I gotta whenever I see the hug happen. Then that means that somebody is.
That's a resub. Money. Aaron has subbed for 13 months.
Ooh.
You could have been doing something else with a little over a year, improving your life.
Echoplex Media, we improve lives,
making new friends. Oh no, are we Aaron's rebound?
Oh man.
We weren't going to say. Hold on, everybody. Thanks for listening to Local Love. I'm going to read this shit out. We're going to do a little bit of post game here. Don't go anywhere, live listeners. Yeah, you can find this podcast. Oh, you found it where you found it. If you're listening to this on our website, that's great. I like getting money from Google for ads on my website, but subscribe to this shit on Spotify or whatever. They'll never give us any money, but like you'll hear more episodes. Check out our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Echoplex Media, and make yourself comfortable. Put a napkin over your drink.
Yes, put a napkin over your drink. We'll see you next Tuesday.
We got time for one more. Cliff Huxtable, did I hear that? Huxtable! And we got a call for our most controversial song.
I'm not comfortable!
Cover your drinks, put a napkin over your drinks, because it's time for Huxtable.
Yeah. The mind plays tricks.
Man. There's always a local love head in the house that wants to hear. Jello pudding pop.
If you like what we're doing at Echoplex and aren't into Twitch, please join our Patreon at patreon.com/Echoplex. For $5, you can get every show from beginning to end sent to you as an MP3, even the stuff we bleep out because it's too spicy for Twitch. Echoplex would not be where we are today if it wasn't for the community support we receive. Find out all the ways you can support the show at echoplexmedia.com/support.